If you could fight any fictional character, who would it be?
Am I fighting out of like malice or like competitiveness?
I guess whichever you prefer, yeah.
Yeah, you've never been asked that back.
Yeah.
Well, let's say,
I always assume it's like somebody you want to beat the shit out of, like a character.
that you hate. So out of malice.
Yeah, that I don't
guess.
like. Yeah, then probably.
Welcome to BSSB episode 90. We're tonight chilling out, shooting the shit as always, smoking some weed, enjoying that kind of life. We got a special guest joining us in here on this episode. We got Chris Mixan. We'll be fighting up in LFA 200, so stick around for that. Other than that, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to this shit, check out the merch shop, and yeah, rolling up. Enjoy the show. This came up, this is from last night, but the wildfires have reached Brentwood in California, which is where Kamala Harris, LeBron James, and your boy Arnold, and many other famous celebrities live. So it's hitting the hills where they're at.
And I read that, like James Woods was saying it too, but I guess a lot of the people there lost their insurance coverage, like their homeowners insurance coverage, like a month before that.
Yeah, State Farm. Like, I guess, I don't know if it was
Just
others, but I know State Farm was the one that's been specifically bashed for it that I've seen.
What I don't understand is how could they do that? What have you been paying for this whole time then? Like, you probably paid them
Millions
of dollars for this very situation.
Yeah.
And now they're just like, nope. Like what? They got to give you the millions of dollars back? Because you didn't provide.
Dude, that's
whatsoever.
That's why I always said, like, that's the
How
one
can
thing.
they even do it?
That's the one thing that's always pissed me off about insurances in general. Like, some things have, like, some medical ones have it, but, like, if you go 5 years without any fucking ticket, accident, or whatever, your insurance company should be like, hey, we're going to give you, like, 2 months free.
Yeah.
Like, you've literally given us X amount of dollars, and we've done nothing with it. You've done nothing with it.
Well, I mean, I guess they probably don't because, like, when and if the occasion that something does happen, you've paid enough to kind of cover it.
But I'm saying 5 years and then give you 2 months free.
Yeah.
You know how much money you've given them in 5 years?
Yeah.
Like, that's your 5 years of giving them fucking $100-some a month.
Yeah.
That covers quite a bit of shit.
Yeah.
I just don't understand any of that shit. Like you said, your homeowners and shit. Like us, we paid our insurance. And then like the storm came through and we were like fighting with them with our roof and shit like that. And it's like,
what are we paying?
They were giving us so much trouble. It's like, look how much money we've given you over the last
for nothing.
10 years.
For nothing, just in case.
Yeah. And you're denying us of getting a roof when we've never had a claim.
It doesn't
prior
make
to
any
that.
sense
We've
to
never
me.
had a claim ever prior to that in our house. Paying them for 9 or 10 years of that shit. And then we still ended up just paying for it out of our pocket because honestly, I think it's part of their tactic is they just kept fucking bullshitting me and fucking around with me.
Until you just give up.
And I was just pissed.
It's like, fuck it, I'm just going to pay for it. It needs to get done.
I'm done.
Maybe I'll get it out of them eventually, but no.
But after I got it done and over with, I switched insurance and said, fuck you guys.
No, that's definitely what they hope for.
So, but yeah, they got me because I was so pissed.
And I would bet you the percentage of people that actually do that is pretty high, higher than you would expect.
Oh, no, I expect probably more than 80% of the people.
Yeah.
That probably just say fuck it and just end up doing this shit on their own.
All the people online that are like, who cares? They're fucking millionaires, dude. They could afford to get a new fucking house, blah, blah. That's not the issue. Yes, they can, for sure. They're better off than me or you or whoever's talking.
Yeah.
But, like, it's the principle of the matter. Like, if they can do that to them, they can do that to you.
Yeah, and plus it's like everyone has to think like, yeah, they're millionaires. But we were talking about the other night, there are certain things money cannot buy you. That will absolutely kill you inside. If you lose. Sure. Like there's things that my dad left me or things that like your dad left you and you have that like no amount of money will ever be able to buy that.
Yeah, for sure.
Pictures, you can't recreate a picture or a video on that you have from a family reunion that you have. You can't recreate that.
No.
That is a lost memory forever now.
Yeah.
And
Or
like,
even
if you have billions, I guarantee you they would give their billion. Some of those people would give half their money to get that house back with everything in it.
Yeah. Or even for people who don't have families and stuff, and that it's not like that for them. Like, there's things they've had their whole lives that they've kept. It's very sentimental to them, or something they've done their whole life and they've built up.
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm saying. There's some shit you just can't.
Like,
or like,
there's memories involved with that. Now that thing's gone forever, and all you have left is the fucking memory.
Card collection, pop toys, albums. Well, not even like, that. I'm just like all that shit that you invested 20, 30 years of your life in.
Yeah, there's people who
just lose it all.
Who create things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was their first piece of art.
Yeah, their first
that ever actually got looked at.
Yeah,
you know
their
what
first
I mean?
Sculpture or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
All kinds. That's what I mean. There's shit money can't buy you. And it's a sentimental shit behind it. Yeah, I can go buy a new watch, but it's not the watch my dad gave me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
I built half this house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you put blood, sweat, tears, everything into this whole place.
Well, no, I don't even mean that. I just mean like in a scenario, like, yeah, we got this house when we just got married, and it was a little fucking tiny thing.
Oh, yeah.
We built everything.
I thought you were talking
here.
about like this.
We
house.
made this place a home. You know what I mean? No, I'm just thinking like scenario.
Yeah, because you actually did.
But yeah, no, I did actually work on this.
I thought you were talking about like, this house. Like you,
I guess you're right. Yeah,
you literally did build this house with you and your brother and shit. Fucking,
we didn't build it, but like we rehabbed it.
Gutted it and fucking redid shit and stuff like that. Yeah, but I mean, you put your like, and that would be taken away. This
was my job in high school, was working on this house with my brother.
Yeah.
Because I was in the work program.
Yeah.
I would leave work early to come do this.
Mm-hmm. And like people, and like I said, and I was saying, early, not work. And to their point, like, to some of it, I did say, I don't feel bad for some of them because some of those houses were just TikTok houses. And what I mean by that is like
a bunch of people living together.
Well, not even that. People would literally just Airbnb it for a day or two so they could take photos, videos, to make them look like they're rich and famous, like they do those half planes and different shit like that. So you look like, those houses, whatever. But like the main point, I think, comes back to, like you said, it's the principle behind it all with the insurance and everything else. It's like,
it's the corruption and the shitty work
and the negligence and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, if they can do it to these motherfuckers, they can certainly do it to you.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
And you'll have a much harder time fighting.
The shitty part is, exactly, I was just going to say, and the part is if they can do it to them, like the person said, the people that have the millions that could literally sit in court with the insurance companies for 2-3 years fighting it, they lose. We don't have that luxury of being like, all right, here's $100,000 to a lawyer and say, we're fighting this to the end. We don't have that like they do, and they're still going to lose.
We don't have tons of time and tons of people we can hire.
Basically, it goes back to the insurance
to take care
thing.
Of this. Yeah.
They're just banking. Then it's like, all right, I hope this motherfucker just whatever.
Most people just have to deal with it. There's nothing they can do about it.
Yep. No, that's why you put the peanut butter on before the jelly. So we got to welcome to another edition of Roach Clips here. This is where we basically it's come to the point where just Mark gets a bunch of videos together that are fucking hilarious. Or funny, or he finds interesting online. I have slacked over the while of sending shit, so
it's Mark Shows Eric shit.
Yeah, it's another edition of Mark Shows Eric shit. But this is Roach Clips, internet clips from the internet that we find interesting, funny, hilarious, or whatever, and sharing them with you. So light up a blunt, join whatever the fuck you do, and sit back and enjoy these things. So here you go.
Yeah, well said, sir. All right, we'll get right into them. This one says, you can be anything you want in battle rap. That's we can't make it full screen, unfortunately. Do it like that, that helps.
I'm a truck driver. I'm a librarian.
I'm a school nurse. I'm a bank loaner. I'm like a plumber. I'm the Kool-Aid man.
Some Woody from Toy Story.
I'm a bus boy, nigga. Welcome to Benihana's. I'm the Olive Garden. I'm like a Communist Party. I'm a terrorist. I'm Dr. Strange. I'm Bubba Gump. I'm Mr. Belding. I am the pyramid.
Belding.
I'm a boombox. I'm a sawed-off shotgun. I'm Fred Krueger. I'm Jason Voorhees. I'm an ashtray when I play. I'm the kid who doesn't like to say goose. I'm
I'm a Chinese gymnast.
We both Mexicans. I'm Taiwanese. I'm a cracker. I'm a brother.
I'm George Lucas and you're Jewish.
You Jiminy Cricket. He a juice box. You Mason Bethel.
You are a replacement ref.
You David Blaine. You Harry and Dumb and Dumber. But your baby mother like a yellow starburst.
I'm a little teapot. Let's go.
Little teapot. I'm
That's
a
fun.
boombox.
I'm Mr. Belden.
You get to be anything, dude.
Yeah, I like that. It's funny.
But yeah, I guess moving right on. All right, this was just an interesting little story, I guess. Oh, where is? Oh, do it like this, maybe. Yeah, that'll be better, right? Boom.
If
Figured
it
it
wasn't
out.
for this guy, the Foo Fighters may have never existed. Shortly after Kurt
Tell
Cobain
that
died,
guy.
Nirvana drummer Dave Grohl didn't know if he wanted to continue to do music. To clear his mind, he decided he wanted to disappear, so he traveled to the most remote place on Earth to get away from everything, and ended up in Kerry, Ireland. While driving around and just enjoying all the breathtaking landscapes, Dave sees a hitchhiker, and what happens next would change the course of Dave's life forever.
And I was driving around in my rental car and on a country road, and I saw this hitchhiker kid. And I thought, well, maybe I'll pick him up. And as I got closer to him, I saw that he had a Kurt Cobain t-shirt on. And it was Kurt's face looking back at me in the middle of nowhere. And I realized, like, oh, I can't outrun this. So I need to go home and fucking get back to work.
Coincidentally enough, the man Dave saw that day stumbled upon this video of him talking about their chance encounter and responded with a video himself.
I think it was 95 or 96, and we were down in Allies on
The Beara Peninsula.
in the Beara Peninsula on a holiday, and we hitched up to this place to go swimming. And anyway, I was
Typical
running
fuck a woman.
ahead, and I saw a car
I was
there,
there
so I
too. I don't
thought I'd
care,
run
Slade.
up
I was there too.
and hitch. When I was hitching, I looked into who was sitting in the passenger seat, but it was David Grohl. And I didn't recognize him firstly, but I saw this look of shock on a guy's face. I was there like this, and I had a Nirvana t-shirt on with Kurt Cobain on it. And it was the one, it was black tie-dye with, the one with Kurt, where he has a mascara on his face. Anyway, I saw it and he looked of shock, and next thing the car just tore off away, and I turned around to Kieran and I was like, that was David Grohl. And nobody believed me. Do you know what I mean?
So long
I
as
was
told us,
skinhead.
I saw David Grohl.
Why would they believe him?
Yeah.
Complete bullshit. Like, why would David Grohl be in the middle of nowhere? Because to us it was
Yeah, the middle of
proper
nowhere in
middle of
Ireland.
nowhere.
Yeah. Like,
And,
in the middle of
and,
nowhere.
and I said, I hope he didn't see that T-shirt, and because it was Kurt Cobain.
Yeah,
And
Kurt
then,
had just
about
died.
2 weeks ago, I saw this video of David Grohl talking about him being in the Ring of Kerry and touring around the area. And I was like, there you go, that was me.
We went.
So you made the Foo Fighters!
If it wasn't for this guy, the Foo Fighters
would've been mad
may
at
have
him.
never existed.
Like, I wonder if they ever met up. That'd be cool.
I would imagine after this, they
See,
probably will.
Go down in that little text. Yeah, let's go towards the end. See the story
The
highlights.
story
Let's
highlights.
see above Foo Fighters. We're gonna become. All right.
It's just, the first comment. So he didn't give the guy a lift. No, he drove away scared because he thought his fucking dead friend was looking back at him.
Yeah, it was a fucking, like you said, it was a crazy moment. Like, who would have thought? In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, like
you
what are
have
the odds?
Kurt Cobain staring at you.
And then nobody believing you for
And
probably
then-
20 years, and then
Well, no, I'm saying, like, for David Grohl, like,
yeah,
like why he didn't give him a ride, like the shock. Like you said, he just died, what, 2 weeks before this?
yeah, that's why. Yeah, we
And
all
then,
know
like,
that.
he sees it, he was trying to get away, and, like, that dude said, even they said, it's the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
And you just see that face staring at you, like, that hits you different. And then, yeah, on like you were saying on his side, who the fuck would believe that?
yeah, yeah.
That's cool, though. I wonder how many people he sent that to. He's like, see, he told you fucking dick bags. You never
You
believed
dick
me.
bags.
That was me.
For sure. Well, this has been seen a lot of times. I'm sure they don't give it. It's got 19,000 likes, so it's probably got a few 100,000 views. So if they don't know by now, I'm sure he showed it to him. But moving on. All right, this next one is pretty cool too, if I remember correctly.
This is how I always remembered Michael Jackson's voice sounding.
It's a hard situation. It is. And it's something I have to put up with.
But Michael played us. That voice we're used to was one he created for his pop star persona.
You know that voice, Michael Jackson's voice that you hear all the time, like, oh yeah, like that wasn't talking like that. Like it was like low-key deep.
So finally, after a couple of hours, almost the Brazilian officials leave, Spike leaves, and Michael just sitting there with my friend. He said, at a certain point, Michael looked up and said, damn, I thought those motherfuckers weren't gonna never leave. Right? Now, and he says, hold up, and he says this, not in, damn, I don't think these motherfuckers will never leave. He says it like a black man would say, damn, I thought the motherfuckers were gonna never leave. And then he got up and walked out. And my friend was saying, he was sitting there like, yeah.
There's not many recordings or videos of Michael using his real voice, but there is one. In 1999, Michael allowed Midway to use his likeness and voice in Ready to Rumble Boxing, in which he opted to use his actual voice for his character.
So you be bad, huh? I don't move over for no one. They call me the King of Pop. I'm gonna dance all over you. Don't tango with the King of Pop.
This is how I always remembered Michael Jackson.
When that game came out, how many people do you think were like, man, this ain't fucking Michael Jackson's
Probably
voice?
everyone. Probably nobody thought like, damn, they could make Michael Jackson, but they couldn't get Michael Jackson's voice. But yeah, no, that was actually Michael Jackson, I guess, according to this video.
Yeah, I have heard that before.
And it does still kind of sound like him.
Yeah, you can tell. But yeah, that's cool. That'd be annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
I would think in life to have to do or start or create or continue to do for that long is to me sitting here talking like this, like besides you and like people in my life, like close people. And then anytime I go out in like the public eye, I got to be like, well, hey everybody.
Yeah.
My name is Eric. What's going on?
Who's that rapper that like talks like an overdo and then this is my real voice. I don't know. Really talking. Everybody's just like shocked.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I wouldn't want to do that.
And like, I think like Ariana Grande does that too. And like Paris Hilton.
Yeah. I mean, we even kind of talked about that with like,
it's just a persona.
Like old wrestlers, like how like that'd be hard for me. Like,
yeah, like Macho Man talked like that, but not really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not he turned it up to 11. You know what I mean?
But like having to like keep that facade or that like front on the whole time or whatever however it's said, like I wouldn't want to do that. That would suck.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried
didn't really
is another
talk like
example.
That. Oh wow, my goodness! Like he was on Saturday Night Live. He was an actor. You know what I mean? He talks normal. You can hear him like leaving voice messages.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first time I ever heard his actual voice was a voicemail or a message on someone's answering machine. If I don't know how old everyone is. If you're younger, you have no clue what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it was like an answer machine message.
It's voicemail on a machine.
But yeah, that was the first time I ever heard his real voice. Was a recording of like that.
Yeah, me too, I think. That and I saw a clip of him on SNL.
So how about real quick, I got a text, but you know how I just really don't give a fuck and just say whatever?
Yeah.
Kind of my kids pick that up. So it's good.
Okay.
Sometimes it's bad. So they're standing in line. I don't know. I think they know this kid that's in front of them at this where the wife and kids are at. And Maverick just goes to Hazel, looks up to her and goes, yeah, I don't like that kid.
Wow. Just like that?
Yeah.
Like, he just goes there and goes, yeah, I don't like that kid.
I don't like that kid. Yeah. That's just said right here.
That's funny. That's fucking funny. But all right, moving on. All right, I thought this was just cool, but Hyundai reveals an electric concept car inspired by the 1980s. Let's peep this bitch out.
Like, I feel like I've seen that in a lot of movies.
Yeah, and it's dope looking.
Yeah, like that style car, a lot of movies.
Like, look at the interior.
That's cool. Like, they got the screen right there, though. That's sweet.
The lights look like pixels and shit.
No, I like it.
Like, I like this
That's
shit.
some mob shit. Like, if I seen some dude pulling up,
I would drive this motherfucker, and then it's got the
yeah, and like some old dude got all that shit. I'd be like, respect.
Yeah, dude.
Tin it out. I like it.
See, and I think I told you this before. I don't know if I said it on the show, but like, new cars are cool and all, big fancy, like Bugattis, Lamborghinis and shit. And even like muscle cars from back in the day that are still in really good shape.
Yeah.
They took care of them. Something like an old car, just a random old car, like something like this that was actually from the 80s or the 90s or something, like a 89 Escort LX or something, or XL, whatever it was. Like one of those that's still in just like mint condition. Looks fantastic. All clean and shit. The engine's nice. Like all the interior's good. That's more impressive to me than like a fully restored running like Charger. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
absolutely. Yeah, I like seeing when there's some old cars that are
like something that like most people would have just ran into the ground. It's still in pristine condition.
And the thing is, because you never knew, like either
like an old
like
Woody station wagon that just looks phenomenal.
Yeah, because like people
that's impressive.
Because people didn't know back in the day, like one, like sometimes maybe someone got it and they passed away and it just sat in the barn and then like just was never used, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But there's other situations where like even back then shit was hyped. Like, oh, this car is whatever. And then there's some people that literally treated that car from day one like it was going to be a collector's item one day.
Yeah.
You
There's
so
people
like,
that keep cars forever because it was their first car and they make sure it always runs. It's always in good shape.
And they would treat them like summer cars, like show cars. And they were brand new, but they just, in their head and the hype around at that time was like, oh, this is going to be one of those the car of the century or some shit. And so you'll find people like that where it's like one owner and there's a few thousand miles because all he did was drive it 5-6 times during the summer, just keeping it to be one day, hopefully selling it for 2-3 times what he paid for it, you know, and has into it.
No, I just thought that's cool. I thought that was really fucking cool. Like that's an electric car I'd probably be down with because like it probably doesn't, not a lot of wear and tear on the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it probably doesn't take much to run that.
Well, I think this is going to be interesting to see because wasn't part of that partnership where Toyota, Hyundai, remember?
I wouldn't know.
I think
you might have said something, but I don't remember.
I forget. But yeah, there's going to be some interesting fucking electric cars coming out of like Japan and overseas here.
Oh yeah, that deal.
Yeah.
Trump was wanting to be able to get our cars over there. You know what I mean?
No, not that deal. It was the deal where like the 3 companies, they were all like not making money and they all combined. It was like Nissan, Toyota, and like Hyundai or something like that.
Yeah.
Where they all 3.
Because I tried to put all their names together and make it one name.
Yeah. And but I bet you'll see some cool shit because you got like Nissan's always has like dope ass interiors and shit like that. But you'll see some cool shit like all those engineers like combining powers and their thought process and their designing like thoughts and capabilities. You'll see some cool shit coming out like
that'd be
like this and among, you know, potentially a whole bunch of others, I bet.
Yeah. But all right. Last but not least, I don't remember what this is, so we're gonna rewatch this together. Okay?
Yeah. Oh.
Actually, I'm gonna do it like this.
I don't approve cocaine, but I love that Prince Harry had a cocaine problem.
Okay,
because in
I remember.
America, we forget this.
I just
but
thought
in
this was
England,
funny.
the Queen is on all of the money. So that means at some point, Prince Harry rolls up a picture of his grandmother to do drugs that he bought with other pictures of his grandmother.
That's funny.
That will never happen to any of you.
That is funny.
That is funny. Like, and you don't think about that.
No.
Like somebody's
like,
out there that's related to
the presidents that are on money, and it's like, this is my great
to Andrew Jackson, because most people like do it with like a fucking 20 or something.
But like I'm saying, like even just daily life,
like this is my great grandpa that I'm snorting cocaine with right now.
Or just when you buy anything, I'm like, you just go to the store and like, yeah, I'm two of my fucking grandpa or great grandpa's money right here. Just you give him 2 5s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just give, like, that's.
But they had the modern day queen on the money out there.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like fucking Obama being on the $5 bill or something.
Yeah, and his daughter's blown lines with it in college.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
But yeah, I guess that's a good one to end on. Short and sweet.
Roach clips.
That was Roach Clips. Roach Clips.
Roach clips.
There you go. I was about to do it for you. But I got some fun facts.
Fun facts.
Well, I guess a fun fact.
What's that, dude?
Maybe more. Every night after closing, Disneyland releases more than 200 cats into the park to help keep the rodent population under control. Interesting.
How
right?
they get the fuck these cats back? Like these trade. Does he have like a cat training center?
That's a good question. That's a real good question. I did a little bit of research after this.
Yeah.
And I screenshotted this, and it says, because I was like, is this true? And it says, yes, Disneyland uses feral cats to help control rodents. Number of cats. Disneyland has around 200 feral cats that roam in the park at night. Care. Disneyland provides the cats with medical care, feeding stations, and a safe place to live. Caretakers. Cast members at Circle D Ranch care for the cats. The cats began living at Disneyland in the late 1950s after they were found in Sleeping Beauty's castle. The cats are usually not seen during the day, but guests may occasionally catch a glimpse of them. The cats have their own website, DisneylandCats.com, for anybody that cares. They also have fan pages, and Disneyland's urban location may make it easier for cats to live there than at Walt Disney World in Central Florida. Because there's like gators and shit.
I just don't know how you wrangle up 200 cats at the end of every night, like in the early morning.
I mean, Disneyland's a big place, and I imagine they have quite a few people that take care of them at this farm or whatever that they.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine it's also located right next to, if not close to.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it is, but like.
So I mean, food could do a lot. You know what I mean? And if they're also, if you could see them every now and then, they probably don't get them all. The cats are probably still roaming around Disneyland.
Yeah.
So.
Because like, I don't know how much, because like, if they're eating fucking mud, they really don't eat them, do they? They just kill them.
Because 200 cats in Disneyland, they could spread out pretty easily and be unnoticed. There's also all kinds of shit.
They probably got
for them to like go mingle in that people can't even get to.
I was going to say, there's probably a bunch of little like hidden spots that they like.
Yeah, like
have food and blanket and shit. Where
I've been to Disneyland a lot. Knowing just the Indiana Jones ride alone, waiting in that line, you walk out throughout all kinds of shit. There's all kinds of like stuff you can't get to that they could probably get on.
Yeah,
and get
that's
to.
crazy though.
Like there's giant temples and shit that they could probably like walk up if they wanted to. I wonder how many like fall into water areas and like drowned or get hurt, hit by or on the roller coaster track or something or
I don't know. It's wild.
Yeah, crazy.
Here you go. The highest paid NBA player year to year from 1975 to 2024. All right, I got this list.
Okay,
I'm not going to go over all of them. But in 1975, the highest NBA player was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at $650,000 a year. That was a lot of fucking money back then, too.
That was a lot of money back then, for sure. That's like being a millionaire back then.
So from 75 basically to 2025, as you know, everything's gone up and shit like that.
Yeah.
The highest paid player for 2024, 2025 is Steph Curry. Okay. He's at $55,761,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So 55,100,000 more.
He could
have
1975. By the end of his career, if he plays it right, he could have $1 billion.
Oh, listen, here you go. Since 2017, Steph Curry has been the highest paid player in the NBA. All right. So I'll read you these numbers.
Which, if you ask somebody and they didn't know and they had to guess, they'd probably say LeBron.
LeBron was 1 year. All right, so Steph Curry I'll just go over it. So he was since 2017, 2018 season. 34.6, 37.4, 40.2, 43, 45.7, 48, 51.9, and 55.7 million.
That's insane.
Yeah. LeBron James was highest paid player for the 2016-2017 season. That's it.
Wow.
And he was at $30 million. 30.9.
Damn, it was only 30 million. I mean, that's still a lot, but like
Michael Jordan got paid more than him in the 97-98 season.
And that's why fucking Jordan's yet another reason Jordan is.
So here you go. Here's a little fun fact. So before Michael Jordan became the highest paid player from 90s, Michael Jordan was only 2 years the highest paid player in the NBA. All right. 96, 97, 97, 98. All right. So Patrick Ewing was the year before, 95 and 96, and he was getting paid $18 million.
Wow.
18.7.
Which is pretty good.
And then it made a jump to Michael Jordan the next year to 30.1. And then the following year, Jordan at 33.1.
Jordan changed the game.
All right. The year after that, the 99-2000 season, or sorry, the 98-99 season, it went to back to Patrick Ewing. All right.
Okay.
18.5. All right.
What?
Nobody.
Wait.
Listen to this.
So was Jordan making or was Jordan not playing?
Jordan was playing. So, or Jordan might have been with. Yeah, I don't think Jordan was playing then.
He was making Space Jam or something.
Yeah, and then nobody reached the 30 million mark again until Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant didn't even reach it until 2012, 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Shaq was never on there, huh?
Shaq was on there for 3 seasons.
Making how much?
17, 27, and 20.
Okay. All right. He went down later on.
Yeah. He just got paid a bunch of money that first year.
Yeah, he's probably not playing as much, too.
And then just second year of his contract.
Because I am, you know.
But yeah, no one reached it until that. So even LeBron didn't make more when he was high. I mean, sure, LeBron maybe make like 40 million or something stupid this year, but
yeah,
I thought that was pretty crazy. The jump though,
yeah,
from 75 to 2025, $55.1 million difference.
It's a lot of $1 million difference.
That's crazy.
That's Eric's fun fact. Fun fact. Got another one for you too.
Yeah.
On April 1st, 1974, a man hauled 70 tires to the mouth of a dormant volcano in Alaska and set them on fire. Residents, fearing an eruption, called the police. When the authorities investigated, they found April Fool painted next to the tire. So he intentionally did it to make them think that the volcano was awakening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's funny.
And spray painted April Fool. I imagine he probably said April Fools, and they just didn't put the S on there for some reason. Or maybe, because it's in quotes, maybe he did put April Fool.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Joining us right now, we got Chris Mixan, who's fighting at the LFA 200 that's coming up here. And that is going down on, Saturday, January 25th on UFC Fight Pass. He's fighting Joey Hart. Joey Hart, actually, we actually interviewed Ben Bennett, who actually Joey Hart just fought. So I don't know if you know Ben at all.
Yeah, he's actually one of my main training partners.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
We had him on right before he fought Joey. So
yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he was a good time. It was a good interview.
For
so
sure.
hell yeah. But like I said, we appreciate you stopping by and joining us today. I know you're a busy guy. You got a lot of training going on and shit like that.
Yep. Yeah, it's about 2 weeks out now, so it's picking up. It's almost that time.
Hell yeah. So we'll get started with basically simple questions, man. Where's home? Where were you born and raised?
So I was in a military family, so I moved around a lot. I was born in Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Okay.
But I lived there for probably 6 months, and then it was Pennsylvania, Colorado, Georgia. But I grew up mostly in Florida.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, Central Florida, like Daytona Beach area.
Nice.
Yep.
Now, growing up, what kept you busy? Were you in any sports, activities? Like, what'd you do?
Yeah, I mostly played a lot of football. And, just kind of hung out and did some shenanigans with the other kids in my neighborhood and everything. But mainly I played football, and then I started wrestling in middle school, and just picked up from there. I picked up MMA. I picked up boxing actually first when I was 16.
Okay.
And then just kind of rolled into MMA and been running with it since.
Nice. Now, did you go to college or anything and wrestle, or did you?
I didn't wrestle in college, but I went to college. Yeah, I went to University of Central Florida. But by that time, I was already a MMA fighter. So
yeah,
cool. What made you? Was there a moment in life, or something happened? You get in a fight with someone where you chose or knew you were going to be a fighter?
I'm not sure there was like a particular moment, but I fought a lot when I was little. I wasn't an awesome kid. Not super well behaved, but I started wrestling, and then I liked wrestling a lot. And I remember I saw TJ Dillashaw versus Renan Barão. And I think that was the first like UFC fight I ever like watched, and I was like, this is dope. I want to do this. So then I started taking wrestling a little more seriously. Found like a boxing gym, and it kind of ran from there. And that was also like the beginning of like the McGregor era, where he's just kind of gotten into the UFC and was becoming a phenom. So,
yeah,
it was almost impossible to see that kind of stuff and not want to do it.
For sure.
Nice. Did you ever get in any of that Florida backyard fighting?
No. Well, I mean, not like established ones. I mean, been in backyard fights, of course, but
yeah.
Nothing you can find on YouTube, hopefully.
Nice. Now, was there any, you got into boxing and you did MMA. What was your, like, did you have a moment where it was like your welcome to MMA moment where someone fucking rocked you or you got choked out or something like, and you're like, fuck, like, all right, here we go.
No, I remember I just started training. It was my first, it was like my first week in the gym. It was like my first spar ever. And there's this guy who was, I think 3-0 or 4-0 as a pro at the time. Mike Davis, he's in the UFC now. And he dropped me with a body shot, just beat the dog shit out of me. And it was like my first day, man. It was brutal, but I came back, so that's what counted.
Oh yeah,
nice. Yeah. Now with this fight coming up, I like to ask everyone: do you got a song, your walkout song picked out for it?
It's a good one.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Now, are you willing to share it, or is it a surprise for us?
Yeah, I'll share it. I'm walking out to "That's Life," Frank Sinatra.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Going old school.
Nice.
Yep.
Now,
it's just been the vibes for this camp. So
okay. Now, does that have anything that kind of goes along with your Rocky Mountain trip? How was that?
Yeah.
Ooh, I mean, it's definitely been a pretty tough year. Like moving states, and I had my first loss, and dealing with injuries and stuff since I've been here. So I feel like it's kind of encompassing, life knocks you down, but you keep getting back up. And so, yeah, to a degree. And I've always, I think in almost all, if not all of my pro fights, I've walked out to Rooster by Alice in Chains.
Nice. Okay.
And, but I have found that it's a little it takes a little too long to build up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like to the point to where sometimes I'm just getting in the cage, right when the song actually picks up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well,
yeah,
I should probably rectify that, So yeah, but I felt like switching it up, and so I'm rocking with that for this one.
Cool. Now, a lot of times they say you learn, you can learn from your wins, but you learn more for your losses. You pointed out that you got your first loss in your pro career. What is the biggest thing you think you took from that and learned or maybe build upon or something?
Yeah. So I think it actually served me better in the long run that I lost that fight, because there was a lot of things I wasn't doing. I wasn't treating myself like a professional all the time in camp. I was kind of winging a lot of things, wasn't taking my preparation seriously and whatnot. So I think it was actually a benefit in my future to lose that fight. So it really made me highlight hey, you're getting at this level where you're fighting these really good guys. You have to treat yourself like an actual professional athlete.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, going to that, you said we talked. Ben Bennett is one of your main partners and stuff. He faced Joey Hart here at the Dana
Yep.
White Contender Series. He pulled off a victory for that. Unfortunately, he didn't get picked to go on. How has he helped you throughout this camp, especially with that experience of fighting him?
Yeah, so as you could tell by that fight, they have very, very different styles. So it's not necessarily from like an emulation type of thing, but lots of like his like tactical insights and like how he felt in there and what he thought he should have done better, like while he was in there, like what he was seeing from that first person perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully, I was actually there for that fight. I was warming him up and training with him that whole week while he was in Vegas. So I actually got to see it with my own two eyes as well. But Ben has been huge as far as like tactical and the perspective that he offered regarding Joey Hart.
Nice. Do you have any superstitions or anything that you have? I know you said you played that song every time before you went out and you changed that, but do you have any other superstitions or anything that you do pre-fight or in camp?
No, I don't think I have any like fight related superstitions. I think a lot of that could be kind of a cop out. It's like, oh, I didn't do this, so I'm not going to perform.
Yeah.
So I'm, try to find that calmness and that peace of mind regardless of the situation. Cause of course, like, especially when you're in the back and you're about to walk out, that's like the main thing is trying to get, trying to find some calmness and some comfortability. But, I try to make it organically, not try to force myself through certain things. Cause you never know. Sometimes, you get called up a little earlier than you thought, or you don't fight till later than you thought. So it's hard to really, I don't want to have that as like a security strap of like, oh, and then it's not there all of a sudden. And then I'm,
Yeah. No, I gotcha. No, that's cool. Hell yeah. We're gonna kind of switch off a little MMA here and go with some of our like BSSB questions. This is where we get to know you a little bit better outside of the ring. Yep. I'm going to start you out with my famous first question. Favorite kind of breakfast cereals, if you had like top 2 or 3, what's your favorite breakfast cereals kind of growing up or maybe even now?
Growing up, I would say I was a big fan of, I liked what were they called? Like they were like the little cookies that were in the
Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp, yeah. Those were fire, and probably like just like Cocoa Pebbles or something like that.
Hell yeah.
Well, with cocoa, most people go fruity. Fruity's a top choice, I guess.
Yeah, I would say Fruity Pebbles is probably number one for everyone that we've asked. But I like the Cocoa Pebbles choice. That's a good one.
Yeah, because then you get chocolate milk after.
For sure. There you go.
Absolutely.
I like it.
If you could fight any fictional character, who would it be?
Am I fighting out of like malice or like competitiveness?
I guess whichever you prefer. Yeah.
You've never been asked that back.
Yeah.
Well, let's say,
I always assume it's like somebody you want to beat the shit out of, like a character.
Yeah, that you hate. So out of malice.
Yeah, that I don't like. Yeah, then probably that guy from Game of Thrones, the king.
Oh, Joffrey.
Yeah, Joffrey.
Yeah, he's a little shithead for sure.
Yeah.
Well, who would you want to fight out of like respect?
Damn. I don't know if it can, but like just to like experience it, like mythical, like Achilles, like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
an unkillable
person.
Yeah, right. Yeah. If it comes to it, just roll for a heel hook or something.
Exactly.
There you go.
All right, I like that. I like both those answers.
Is there any particular music you listen to in fight camps, or do you have any like favorite artists?
I'm all over the place, honestly. But for this camp, like I said, I've been listening to Frank Sinatra. I don't know. Like even if I'm like lifting or running and stuff, like it's never. I don't really find myself listening to a whole lot of like. I haven't, at least for this camp, of a lot of like upbeat, like kind of more hardcore, or like I've been listening to a lot of like I said, Frank Sinatra. I've been listening to Marvin Gaye a lot recently.
Cool.
And, I've just kind of like that kind of more chill vibe for this camp.
Nice.
I like it. Do you have any like favorite musicians otherwise? Like
yeah,
bands,
I mean, I like Alice in Chains a lot, for sure.
Alice in Chains is good.
They're one of my favorites, yeah. I mean, if I'm going grunge, it's got to be Alice in Chains. I like Kanye a lot. That's a good like driving music, I think. If I'm driving a little fast or something, I like some Kanye. Yeah, and then just like, I'm into the swing classics right now, so Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, all those Italians.
Hell yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Now, if speaking of driving fast, if you could have any car in your driveway tomorrow when you wake up, what's your dream car?
2008 Aston Martin DBS.
Oh shit, you said that.
Right.
You know it. Hell yeah.
Either that or 2005 Ford GT.
Nice. Good
Okay.
picks. Good picks.
Are you like a movie buff, or you like TV shows or anything? Any favorites?
Definitely more movies. I'm not a huge I wasn't into TV shows for a while until I watched like all the Game of Thrones,
Okay.
and then I remember when the ending came around, I felt like I was so let down.
Yep,
that,
me
like,
too.
Yeah, like I feel like it kind of put me off of TV shows. I'm like, I committed so much time to this, and I'm one of those people where I kind of get like hyper obsessive about things.
Yeah.
So like I was, looking up like, oh, what was happening in the books at this time and all these things, and trying to really like understand the characters, and then they do that to me, and I was like, I feel like I've been done over. Like you wasted a bunch of my time.
No,
so yeah, definitely more of a movie guy.
For sure, I get that. All right, well, how about movies? Any favorite movies then?
I think all time. Godfather, Godfather 2, solid.
Oh, yeah. Solid
I like
picture.
Gladiator a lot. Yeah, like Russell Crowe.
Hell yeah, another great one.
Yeah. I like that not the old Mad Max movies, but the reboot, the Fury Road.
Yeah, that's
that
a
was
great
fire.
one. I haven't seen the new one yet.
No, I haven't either. But what kind of put me off on that was I know in Fury Road, like pretty much all like the cars and everything were all like practical effects. Like they made them and they were crashing them, and in this new one it's like CG. So I was like a lot less interested.
Shit, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of put me off of that. Yeah, it let me down.
All right.
So, back in July, you did hitchhiking.
Yeah.
Any crazy hitchhiking stories?
Well, it was kind of out of necessity. So me and my brother were doing it was a Granite Mountain, which is the Beartooth Mountains in Montana or Wyoming, like in the border, like the Yellowstone area.
Okay.
And we were going up there, and I had just the conditions were very inclement for the type of climbing we had to do when we were underprepared. Like it got to the point to where you really needed some like climbing spikes, and we were probably at like 12,000 feet almost.
Okay.
And you definitely needed like some climbing spikes or something. We were out there for a couple of days and just couldn't summit. So and our ride was going to pick us up on the others because we were going to do a through hike. Like we had a start point, and then we were going to through hike to another point, and our ride was set to pick us up on a certain day at that other point. But since we couldn't crest the peak, we had to turn around, and when we turned around, the area we were in had no cellular service at all. So we were kind of stranded out there with our packs, and so we were just kind of walking on the side of the road with the thumb up for a little bit, and thankfully we had like these two girls in a Subaru just kind of picked us up. Well, we were out there for probably like 2 or 3 hours just standing, and everyone's it's all like old people just driving by, and then every now and again someone would stop by and be like, "Oh, I haven't seen anyone hitchhike since the 90s. How's it working out for you?" I'm like, "Not good yet. We're still out here."
Yeah.
But we ended up getting picked up by these two girls who drove us through Yellowstone Park to
that's cool,
to a different town where we got some friends. We actually had cellular service at that point to pick us up and get us where we needed to go. Nice. Yeah, it was pretty cool though. Yeah,
cool.
Do you do a lot of like hiking and climbing and stuff like that on the regular, or do you like see outdoor a lot?
Yeah, especially since I moved to Colorado. We go out, maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks when the weather was good, and then once a year. My brother lives in Montana, and once a year we have like an adventure we have to do, like something a little bit crazy. Which that was our adventure for the year. Was that through hike?
Any wild, like any crazy animal encounters, like bear encounters or anything that kind of scare the shit out of you along the way?
Nothing actually like in a situation like that. But I mean, I had a bull moose that was probably like 30 feet from me just this past November when I was on his property, because he lives off grid, like in a cabin, no power, no running water. Like he has to set everything up himself. And I was over there for a little bit, and bull moose is up there, and you get calls like because you have the radio on, and there's like, oh, there's bears moving on the Yellowstone River right now, or something like that. But I haven't personally. He shot one on it. He shot a black bear or a brown bear. No, it was a black bear on his land a couple months ago. But no, nothing in like a hike or anything like that. Thankfully.
Damn.
Yeah, that's wild.
Bears.
I can only imagine a moose being fucking.
Moose is no joke too, man. That's a big fucking
huge.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. People sleep on how freaking massive those things are. Because I'm like 6'1", 6'2", and this moose made me feel like a child, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
They're like 8-9 feet, like with the antlers and shit, dude. They're fucking massive. It's like taking on an elephant or something.
Yeah, they'll gore the shit out of you for sure.
For sure.
Now I stalked your Instagram a little bit, seen you around some fresh growing marijuana plants. You a fan of cannabis, or you're just visiting or grow?
Oh no, that was just visiting. I personally don't smoke or anything like that, which is I feel like it's kind of a tragedy since I live in Colorado. It's like the spot for it.
For sure.
But no, that was actually one of my brother's training partners. He manages like that huge like facility. I think it's one of the biggest ones in Montana.
Nice.
Where, yeah, it was cool. Now it was just a little photo, you know.
Hell yeah. No, that's what I do for work here in Ohio. So I was just interested. So no, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. It was sick. It was definitely cool to see all that stuff and how intricate it is with all the different like separate rooms and different strains and how they're growing in like different environments and stuff. It was really cool. Yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
All right. I'm going to give you a weird one here, but it's good. It's a good one in my opinion. If you could go back in time or forward in time, what time would you go to and what would you do?
I would go back for sure. But I think a lot of that's kind of a peace of mind because you kind of know what happens.
Yeah.
I think being in like the Roman Empire would be really cool, or like ancient Greece, maybe. Actually, to be specific, I would want to be in the 330s marching with Alexander the Great's army.
Oh shit! I like that answer. That's a good one. That's probably one of the better answers.
Yeah. Well, I actually went to college for history, so I should know some things.
Oh fuck yeah, for sure. Right. You're a good person to ask them.
Yeah.
Nice. If your fighting career could take you to any country or somewhere to fight, where would be like the number one place you'd pick to go have a fight in your career?
I think Japan would be really cool because I think their fighting culture is super interesting.
For sure.
Yeah, they're respectful. Yeah. They're cool. Like, especially if you watch like the old prides and different ones like that, how they're so silent, but then they appreciate the ground game. They appreciate everything. And then you're just like,
yeah.
And then
then they'll erupt when they have to. And I feel like they do a lot of like the pageantry that you see in boxing more so. Like, I feel like MMA in America and in the West is like very, almost like, I don't want to say corporate, but like, you know, you have your set, like this is your walkout, you go and you fight. But Japan kind of lets you have like some persona and, you know, do some fun stuff. So like, I know I was watching the Naoya Inoue boxing match a couple months ago, and I remember seeing his walkout was crazy. Like he had like live music. Well, you know, it's boxing, so they do it more.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have like guitarists and musicians and everything. He's walking out, and it's freaking awesome. So experiencing that would be awesome.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Nice. But yeah, no, we'll wrap it up here. Like I said, this is short and sweet, but we appreciate you stopping by, answering some questions for us, taking time out of your day. Good luck in your fight coming up here, my man, and we'll be watching. And hopefully we get you back here after a big win.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Hey, no problem. Have a good one, man. No, so that was Chris Mixan, you guys. That was fucking cool. Make sure you guys definitely go check that shit out. January 25th, UFC Fight Pass. He is on the main card. I think it's like the third to last fight. Starts at 9. So, yeah, check that shit out.
Do it.
That's dope. He was into some movies and shit.
He was.
Seemed
like a cool dude.
Yeah.
Liked Game of Thrones. Was also disappointed with the ending.
Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't watch Game of Thrones, but
hopefully they'll change that in the books, because the books aren't finished. They finished the show before they finished the books.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So the show kind of spoils the books, but hopefully the books are different.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
And probably it doesn't have a shitty ending like the movie or like the show.
Yeah, well, it certainly won't be a rushed ending like the show was.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? They cut the season down from like 10 episodes a season to like 6 and like 7 episodes.
Oh,
the
really?
last 2 seasons, yeah.
That's fucked.
So they rushed the ending because the guys who were running the show were going to do a Star Wars movie, and I think they wanted to move on to that, but they ended up not doing the Star Wars movie anyway.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what they did after that, but really sucked. Although the new one, the prequel show about the dragon family, what's it's called House of the Dragon, I think. It's about the Targaryens. It's pretty good so far.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
So
that's cool. Fuck yeah.
Hopefully they won't get big heads and ruin the show. But yeah, I like the guy.
Yeah,
Get back
a cool
on the
dude.
subject. Yeah.
No, definitely.
For sure. All right. Somebody, Statista, I guess. That's what it says in the corner. Surveyed 2,082 GB adults. I guess. I don't know what GB stands for. And 1,224 US adults. Oh, okay. So
Great Britain.
Great Britain, yeah. Okay. And on which animals could you beat in a fight? Which of the following animals, if any, do you think you could beat in a fight if you were unarmed, right?
Okay.
And they did rat, house cat, goose, medium-sized dog, eagle, large dog, chimpanzee, king cobra, kangaroo, wolf, crocodile, gorilla, lion, elephant, and grizzly bear.
Okay.
Right?
You want me to tell you what I think I could?
Yeah, okay. You want me to go down the list and
Yeah.
say if
Yeah,
you'll
and I'll say
answer
yes.
and I'll answer if we think we could beat it in a fight?
Yeah.
All right. First, a rat.
A rat? Yes.
Yes, I do. And I'll also tell you what Brits and Americans said as we go, so we
Okay.
don't have to go through again.
Yep.
Like 70%, roughly 70% of Brits and Americans said yes, they could. Like it's like between the line.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
more Americans than Brits said they
Yep.
could, but yeah. House cat.
Yes.
Yes. Brits and Americans also said about just under 70%.
Okay.
Goose.
Yes.
I would say yes too. 60% of Americans said yes. Like 45% of Brits said yes on a goose.
Okay.
Medium-sized dog.
Yes.
50% of Americans said yes. I say yes, but that's going to be tough. They get you in certain areas, you're done. But all right, 50% of Americans said yes. Just under 40% of Brits said yes. Eagle.
I mean, I guess
Depends on the circumstances. Is he continuing to fight you?
Well, like,
or like as soon as you get him good, he's flying away?
What eagle? There's some eagles that are fucking huge, and there's other ones the size
Let's
of.
just say the biggest eagle we could think of. What,
All
like
right,
a bald eagle or
yeah, like those big ass eagles over. Yeah, the ones that hunt like deer in them.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a tough one.
I'm gonna say yeah if he's not flying around.
Like,
but
yeah, because if we're having a
if
fight,
he's flying and like pecking at my face and my eyes and getting in my throat and shit, landing on me and putting his talon into my throat, yeah, he could beat me.
yeah, that one I'm gonna have to say toss up. That's a situational one. Like if he's on the ground and he's trying to like jump or claw me, I'm gonna fuck this dude up.
Yeah, why is he attacking me? Did I shoot him and his wings all fucked up? Like, why is he? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like but if he's like just keeps swooping down at me and shit like that,
yeah.
One, I would just go inside. But like if I was out in the middle of nowhere, he'd probably eventually fucking get me, like, or I'd grab him.
Yeah.
Like it'd be hard, but
well,
I think I win on that one. Because even if he swoops down, I probably would get fucked up pretty good. If he gets me like in the jugular or something, yeah, I'm fucked. But like odds wise, I think I spear him and fucking I get him.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna say yeah, with some battle wounds, with some fucking true scars.
30% of Americans said yes, and probably like 18% of Brits said yes.
Where's Joe Rogan when you need him, dude? Because he would have good sound effects. He's like, the eagle would come down like,
yeah.
You know how he gets all into it?
Yeah.
He'd be a good one.
How about a large dog?
Yes.
A large one? How large?
Here's the thing. I'll tell you exactly.
I don't know. That's
now,
like,
mind you, I'm saying this is coming.
This is without weapons.
I know
You're
it is.
unarmed.
I know it is. This is coming with a lot. Like, I'm getting fucked up. But here's the thing. I'll tell you right now. The best way to do this is to let this dog fucking bite you. All right? No, I'm
Yeah.
seriously. Listen to this shit. This dog's in front of you, and this dog's going to jump at you.
Yeah.
You give it your non-dominant arm, right? You let it bite your forearm, and you take your fist and you just fucking pound it.
Yeah.
Dead square on the head. You're getting bit hard.
You'll knock him out eventually.
And he's going to bite on there.
Or if you punch him in the throat
especially
enough.
pit bull, they don't let go.
All right.
So you let him bite you in the arm, you're getting fucked up, but you're winning the fight. And you just wham, you hit a dog hard enough on the top of its fucking head. One, you're going to knock it out, or two, you're going to stun it hard enough that you can create a good ground game.
Yeah.
Take back, put the hooks in, and choke them out.
No, I get it. I get
But
it.
like, I'm saying I'm winning that fight, but with some scars.
Yeah. Putting it like that, I would say yes as well. About 20, I'll say 23% of Americans said yes. And like 12% of Brits said yes.
Now, I'm saying this with a common large dog. Like, I'm even saying Rufus. All right?
No, I get it.
But if someone goes, a Tibetan Mastiff. If someone goes, it's a Tibetan Mastiff, that's a different story. Like,
that's what I'm saying. A large dog is a very broad term.
Yeah, so I will say that. Like, I'm talking
It's
about.
all situational.
Yep. No, so I'll say, I'll fuck that large dog up.
All right, well, how about a chimpanzee?
Ooh, and hold on, I'm kind of retarded. Which one's a chimpanzee again? Like,
chimpanzee is like,
I'm losing.
Like Michael Jackson's bubbles.
I'm losing.
Yeah, chimpanzee is gonna fuck you up.
I'm losing. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to bullshit like that. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I'm probably gonna give it a decent
He's
battle.
way stronger.
But as soon as that motherfucker grabs,
He could rip my face off.
Yeah,
He could
as
rip
soon
my
as-
arm off.
As soon as both his hands get locked in
He could rip
somewhere,
my fingers
I'm fucked.
off, my
I'm
hands
fucked.
off. Yeah.
I'm fucked. So
No.
I'm losing to a chimp.
About, let's say, 18% of Americans said yeah.
Oh, you're stupid.
And about 10% of Brits said yeah.
You're stupid. That 18% was hammered and was like, yeah, I'll take that fucking chimpanzee.
Or they're like
yeah.
super buff, strong
affliction
people.
wearing t-shirt
Yeah.
guys.
All right. How about a kangaroo?
Probably not. I here's the thing. I don't know the fighting skills of a kangaroo, but I've seen their kicks, and I'm sure if I got kicked right, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna
All right.
have to go with probably a no.
Yeah, I'd say no. I'm not. I can't fight a kangaroo.
But like, here's the thing. Like,
it depends on the size of the kangaroo.
But here's the thing. Like,
I
is
saw that guy
all
punch him in the face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, I don't know kangaroos enough. But it was like, is that all they got? Is that sit on the tail kick, and then like they got to recharge, and I got a minute to like go choke it the fuck out around its. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing I'm losing.
Well, about 15% of Americans said yes, and about 8% of Brits said yes.
See, I feel more that's weird because like I feel more confident that I could potentially win against a kangaroo than I could that chimp.
I would say
Americans
no, but it's possible.
Right? But Americans were like less with the kangaroo. Like I would be less odds, I think, against a chimp than I would a kangaroo.
I think Americans are less knowledgeable about kangaroos. We're two Americans that know a little bit more about
Siri's
kangaroos.
trying to get in on this too, but she's listening, but she's not talking.
I skipped one though by accident, and this one's kind of interesting. A king cobra.
Oh.
I don't think I could beat a king cobra. How are you going to fight a king? I think it's possible, but you'd have to be really lucky or have a really good strategy.
I'm saying
if you could get on top of it, close enough to its head,
and
you
just
could literally
get it
just
right.
scooch up and just like grind his head into the ground.
Yeah,
until
because
he's
once
dead.
you grab it behind the shit, you're good. Like,
Well, I mean like with your foot.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, even if like,
But in order to get close to him enough to grab him like that,
I'm not quick enough.
I don't think I'd be able to do it. I think it's possible, but I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, like I really don't. I would say I got a 5% chance of winning that one. Like, I'd have to get lucky. There's always that chance of luck.
About 16% of them, or No, about 15% of Americans said they would, and about 8%. About 8-9% of Brits said they would.
See, I bet you these people are the ones that think they're going to go up and do this shit to it. Like,
yeah, like they're going to be able to kiss it on the forehead or
yeah,
something,
that
like
type
the
of
Wild
shit.
Boys.
They think that like anybody can just go do that.
Yeah. All right, how about a wolf?
No,
I can't take a wolf. A large dog, maybe, but not a wolf.
No, I think the wolf's different than a large dog in my.
About 12% of Americans said they would, and about 5% of Brits said they would. How about a crocodile?
Oh.
Okay, crocodile in water or out of water? Out of water, maybe?
Maybe, because I could
jump on his back and choke him out.
And close his mouth, because you can hold mouth with one hand and get your other one around it and just
choke him out. Yeah.
Can you choke him out that way?
You might be able to snap his neck.
Can you?
I don't know. I'm saying maybe.
Look at them do all them. The reason I asked that, you see them do them barrel rolls when they grab shit. Their bodies like.
Yeah, that's why I said in water you're fucked. In water you're fucked.
Well, I'm just saying, even on land, like I don't know if you could choke them out. Like I don't know what the win is there. Like all I know is the medulla oblongata. Like right between the eyes. Like I would just start punching them in the fucking face. Yeah. Like that's all I know.
We have a medulla oblongata.
Yeah.
It's just a part of the brain. Now, about 8, maybe 6% Americans said they could, and about 3% of Brits said they could. How about a gorilla?
Oh, absolutely not.
Nope.
No, dude, I'm food.
Probably
I'm food for a couple of days.
Probably 7%.
What?
Of Americans said they could.
7% of the Americans are fucking dumb.
I'm just estimating because they're all dots.
But here's the thing: there's
on
people out there that think they can beat a gorilla 1-on-1 in hand-to-hand combat. You're fucking dumb.
No,
it's not happening.
Nope. He's tearing you apart. But yeah, about let's say 8% say they can in America, and like 2% say they can in Britain. How about a lion?
No, nope. Absolutely not.
Nope.
Absolute zero. There's not even luck won't even save me in that.
And the
case.
stats are the same as they were for the gorilla.
Like the only luck that I could have, like there is luck, so there's a percentage, is like somehow it dives, misses me, and snaps its neck and dies.
Ugh.
Like that's how I win that battle. For like some circumstance like that, but I'm not winning it. But like anything I do,
yeah, it dies by accident. But yeah, like I said, the stats are the same for that. About fucking
that's crazy.
8 and 2. Elephant? Nope.
No, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Stats are also the same. About
well,
8
like
and
if
2.
you had to fight an elephant, where would you start?
Yeah.
Like what do you do? You're not chopping it down like it's a big dude. You're not like leg kicking it,
poking it in the eye or something.
Yeah, like you're not even close enough to get to an eye.
No, all it's got to do is push you down and then walk on you. It doesn't even have to stomp, just walk.
Yeah.
Just put all its pressure on any part of your torso or head.
And then I'm sure I've never felt a lion's tusk, but I'm sure if this motherfucker goes like this,
gorge you, you're done.
And goes or like its snout and just like its long nose and hits me with its snake, I'm fucked. Done.
Yep. And last but not least, and anybody that watches the show knows my answer to this: a grizzly bear.
Oh.
No. Absolutely not. I do not stand a fucking chance against a grizzly bear.
No.
Here's the thing.
I think the grizzly bear fucks up everything on that list.
I would say this looks like about 5 to 6% of Americans said they could.
Fucking idiots.
And I would say 0 to 1% of British people said they could.
Dude.
And I'll put the chart up at some point so you guys could see what I was judging all these numbers from.
How could someone seriously think they could take on a fucking bear?
Only a fucking idiot.
Like a bear takes out everything on that list.
Like Americans are way more arrogant or misinformed, at least to be nicer, than Brits, because all of them if you look at the chart, all of them
are higher. Yeah,
are higher than Brits.
Like I don't know if that
maybe it's because weed's legal over here in a lot of states, and they literally are higher than Brits.
Yeah, could be that. But like I don't know if it's like they say like the movies that we grow up watching that play like a bear's not that bad. Like
yeah, they are. They're literally the scariest thing on land to me.
Yeah, I don't think there's
like the only thing they got going for them.
The only thing on
is
land,
that they're slower than big cats.
Yeah, the only thing that's scarier
you could probably outrun a bear if you tried hard
to
enough.
me than a bear that's like literally like walking on is like the most poisonous spiders that could kill me. Yeah. Other than that, it's bears.
Tiny killer things.
Yeah, like
are pretty scary.
Those are scary. But other than that, as far as like walking around, going out and like nature, running into this shit,
yeah,
bear is terrible.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that was the stats from a study on which animals Americans and Brits thought they could beat in a fight.
Oh yeah,
and us.
Stat study.
Stat study.
Stat study.
All right, guys, that was episode 90.
90.
Yeah.
90. 10 more, 100. Stay tuned. We're trying to figure out something special for it.
Yeah, we're trying to do something special for the 100th episode. It's the first podcast I've ever got to 100. First podcast I ever got to episode 90.
There you go.
But, yeah. So thanks, guys, for all the love this past, we're going on 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
It was 3 years in December.
Something.
Or is this our third year?
I have no idea. Dude.
I think it was 3 years in December.
But especially over the last year, though, thank you for everybody for subscribing, listening, joining, commenting, liking, any interaction you guys give, telling your friends about it, shit like that. So
yeah, it was a hell of a year for us last year. So I'm hoping we can up our game or have an even better year for 2025 for sure.
We're trying to plan some shit out to make it better, get some bigger guests, bigger names.
Yeah.
More people, most importantly, more consistency and kind of like a set thing here. So
yeah, like a set schedule /
like anything, the more you do it, the better you get. Yep. And every year we feel we've gotten a little bit better, and I think that's why our numbers did. So
agreed. But yeah. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends.
Pass a blunt.
Pass a blunt, roll a J, pack a bowl, vape, whatever you prefer, really. In your legal state, of course. And check out the merch shop. We added some new things on there. Rate us highly on all the different platforms. Yeah. Until next time.
Later.